Silo is largely based around the concept of subdivision surfaces. What that is it's a way to take a rough polygon model like this one of this minotaur, and if I subdivide, then it will automatically smooth it based on a smoothing algorithm, and I can always switch between the rough mode and the smooth mode. Um, and so when I am selecting, say, polygons on this smoother surface, it's not actually selecting all the tiny little polygons that make it smoother. If I subdivide out, you can see I'm still working with these rougher polygons. But then that allows me to have fewer control points so that when I work with this, it's much more like working with clay, and it's easier to control and keep the surface smooth. Um, and so just to drive home the point about how you're always working with what we call the base mesh, if I come to the display settings, let me turn on show subdivision cages. Then that makes it so that it always shows that I'm still working with that outer polygon cage, even though there's this smoother calculated surface that is what is displaying. So there is a subdivision menu that has these commands. C and V, you're going to want to get really used to using those because you're going to be using that all the time when you're making these smooth models. And one of the things that I wanted to show is just this refined control mesh option, because when there's that smoother mesh, sometimes you want to export that smooth mesh directly if the software that you're using or the purpose that you have it for doesn't support automatically subdividing the outer cage. So I can come up to that and do refine control mesh, and then you'll see this is the smooth mesh that it had automatically generated. Then after I do that, I can either work with it. You probably wouldn't want to move polygons around at this level, but you could export this or use it for a number of other purposes.